Hello everyone and welcome back to Winter 89 Colors, and I am here with something a little different than I normally do. So I don't think I have ever mentioned in any of my other videos, barring the very last one that I did, that I actually do a fair number of color by numbers. I do not, however, include them in my completed pages because they don't feel like the same thing to me. When I'm dealing with actually coloring an artist using my own color combinations, etc., that feels like a whole different strain of art to me. This is more like a sort of a get the thoughts flowing, get my pen on paper, just kind of mindlessly move through the motions when I'm, not feeling like I can brain my way through coloring. So I don't want to include these in my completed pages. However, I may start, if there's any interest in this, doing my color by numbers as sort of a separate part of my channel, sort of their own category, if you will. I know there's a few of you out there that exclusively do color by numbers, and so I kind of wanted to lean this towards that, if that gains any interest. So that being said, because I've never mentioned this before, I have well over 80 pages to share with you. I'm not going to spend a detailed amount of time on each one, but I'm going to flip through them and kind of give you a quick brief little, like, if I can remember what media I used, if there's any story behind it, I will give you that, but otherwise I'll just flip through it pretty briefly. So the first thing that I'm going to share with you are these two mystery color books that I have, and then I have a folder of all the other ones that I have completed. Now, to be fair, I have completed several color by number books in the past and thrown them out because I didn't have a channel then and I didn't think it mattered. But now, obviously, I realize that somebody else might be interested in seeing those. So from now on, I will keep the books, or at least the pages in the books that I like, and try to share those with you. So none of them are dated, none of them are labeled, none of them have anything on them because, again, at the time I didn't think it mattered. Starting now, if there's any interest in this, I will start doing that. I will start making notes on how I work on things, what I do, and when I do them. Alrighty, so bearing that in mind, these are all random. There's no order to them. I can only give you so much in the way of details, so strap in. Here we go. So this is Mystery Colors by Jo Bartos, and this is the just the regular Mystery Colors. I think it's the original one. And I also have the Mystery Colors Baby Animals. So starting with the original, I don't have these marked because I don't know. I would have put these in the folder too. All the other ones that are in the folder I cut out of the books, but I didn't with these because they're particularly thick paper, and I don't know, I ran out of room in the book too, but I just thought because I'm using these like with wet media and stuff and I'm using them to experiment, that I would just leave them as is. They're also not like super my favorite, so it's all right. Okay. So here's my little donkey done in pencil. And here's these chicks. These are done with Staedtler watercolor, or water-based markers, the dual-ended. Pencil once again. Again, if I know the brand of pencil, I'll let you know, but at this point I have no idea because it's been a while. Little rabbit. Llama or alpaca. Maybe alpaca? Wait, it tells me here. Yeah, alpaca. Nice little bee. Pencil again. Rooster, pencil again. Goose, pencil. Turtle, pencil. Red ear slider to be specific. Cat, pencil. Peacock, pencil. This is one I have to redo. I started it in pencil, but I don't even think I have those pencils anymore, so I put gesso over top of it, which of course smeared the cheap pencils that I used, which is interesting. But yeah, I'm probably going to use acrylic paint to try to redo this one eventually. Owl in pencil. Another, same as that last one, gessoed over it because I don't have those pencils anymore. Pencil, this bull. Raven, I believe. And this is a mixture of, I've got water-based markers, pencils, and cheap watercolor paint for this. So that kind of was interesting. I don't know why, but there we have it. Another disaster that I have to restart. Same thing, ran out of the pencils. This little mouse, I believe, was done with Crayola watercolor markers, or water-based markers, I think. Turkey in pencil. This one I did restart, so I gessoed it, and then all these gray parts you see is acrylic paint. So this is a work in progress. I should probably tag that, actually. Give me a second. There we go. We're gonna tag that guy. Good. Fox in pencil. This horse is all acrylic paint. Or wait, no. Partially acrylic paint and partially cheap watercolor paint. This one has been gessoed and prepped for acrylic paint. Same with this one. This one was done with alcohol marker. I wanted to see how it worked in this book, and the paper doesn't like it too much, but it kind of worked. And I think that's it. Just double check. Oh, this one. This one was done with water-based marker for the background and glitter gel pen for the entire fish. That's fun. That one's been gessoed also. Yeah, and that's it for that book. Mystery Colors. I should count how many are in there. I actually haven't, but we'll see. Next one is also Mystery Colors, Baby Animals by Joe Bartos. Baby Elephant. The background is cheap watercolor paint, and the elephant itself is watercolor markers, except for the black, which is also acrylic paint, I think. This lamb is pencil. This is all done in cheap watercolor paint. Oh, except for, I think up here is acrylic. The gray is acrylic. This chick is done in cheap watercolors again. I no longer have these watercolors, by the way. I ran out a couple of the key colors, so I just threw the palette out because it was cheap. Same with this, the cheap watercolors. I started this with the cheap watercolors, but I didn't like the way it was turning out, and so I abandoned it. It has been scrapped. It will probably never be finished. And this little turtle, so cute. Again, the cheap watercolors. This cow was definitely done in acrylics. Yeah, that's all acrylic paint. The acrylic paint looks really nice in here. It really turns out quite lovely. It sits well on this paper, so that's probably something I'm going to be doing a little bit more of in the future. I haven't done one of these in a while just because I've been busy with other things, but I should get back to it and go back to doing acrylic paint in here. Same with this acrylic paint. This one is also acrylic paint. It's not finished. It's a whip. Got to mark that too. Here we are. Mark that guy. Little penguin. But I put sparkles in the white. I don't know if you can see that on the snow and on him. Yeah, you can't really see it. Oh, there it is a little bit. It's not even really noticeable in real life because I mixed it in with the white, so only a few actually show up, but it is just a little sparkly. This is a mixture of acrylic markers. So the kitten is acrylic markers, the felt tip kind, not the push start kind, but just the ready to go kind. And then the background is acrylic paint. This little hip hop is all acrylic paint except for his eye, which is Jelly Roll glaze. This is a work in progress. Again, let me get a tag. I should bring the thing of tags over here, shouldn't I? Obviously. Okay. Tag you. You're a work in progress. And he is also, so this is acrylic paint pens. I did all this white, this black, this red work in. That's acrylic paint pens. The rest is probably going to be acrylic paint. This panda was done in alcohol marker. Again, this paper doesn't really like alcohol marker that much. And this was started in alcohol marker. I will probably finish the black in alcohol marker, and then the rest I will do in something else probably acrylic paint. See if there's any others that I've skipped. Oh, here's a whip back here. Let's tag that beauty. This is done in pencil, little seahorse. And this dog, pencil as well. And that's it for that book. Perfect. So those two books are done. You'll notice also that I don't always adhere to the exact colors that the artist recommends. Sometimes, especially if I get going in a picture and I kind of don't like the colors they've chosen, I'll just pick another one. That's kind of how it goes. So this is a book that holds 40 sheets. So technically that's 80 pictures if you back-to-back them. So I have exactly 79 in here. All of the pictures in here are pulled out of books by Sash and Sashdiva or Sun Life Drawing. Most of them were out of their greatest hits book, so I'm not gonna give you the exact names. If you really want me to go looking for them, I can, but you can probably find these in any of their greatest hits books or any of their most popular books. You'll probably find them. Alrighty, so this one was done with acrylic markers. Yeah, acrylic markers. This one was alcohol marker. This one was water-based marker. I think Crayola, if I'm not mistaken. This one was pencil. As you can see, I did the stained glass effect there. I like when I have the energy to do that. This one is all done in a cheap glitter gel pen. I wasn't even sure if I was going to do this one because I accidentally forgot to put a protective sheet in the one before it, so you can see that there's lots of staining because I used an alcohol marker. But, you know, it covered not too bad, actually. It turned out half decent, all things considered, so I kept it for now. Here we have this little sun, which I did with pencil and gel pen. It looks like, oh, and some, I think that black is Jelly Roll glaze as well. And then we've got this shoe with the roses in it, pencil. This turtle is alcohol marker. I think that's the one that ruined the porcupine. This little bee and the ladybugs is all iridescent acrylic paint with some sparkle acrylic paint over top. And then that gold is a gel pen. It does sparkle pretty good. Same with the wings, they sparkle. But it's hard to tell. Yeah, there you go. This I did the cross method, so instead of coloring in the little squares, I just X'd them out using a marker. That turned out okay, I guess. Different effect. Alcohol marker. Pencil. Probably Crayolas, to be honest. Alcohol marker. Alcohol marker again. Water-based marker, I believe this was the Staedtler dual-ended. This one unfortunately got some shadowing from the page before it as well, but it didn't turn out too bad because it was already kind of a dark color, but this is alcohol marker as well. This, acrylic marker. This one was acrylic marker. Alcohol marker. This one started as pencil, but I was like really not paying attention and got out of the lines. So I erased it as best I could, and then you can see I got out of the lines. And I used acrylic marker instead. This one is pencil. I pushed really hard with this. I don't know why, but paper really warped. This one is acrylic marker. Pencil. Pencil again. This one is, hold on. Yeah, a mixture of acrylic markers and acrylic paint. That one there. This one is a mixture of acrylic marker and gel pen. Yeah, that background is all gel pen. that's all gel pen. Water-based markers. And I believe the Staedtler pencil. Acrylic markers. Pencil. Pencil, pencil. Those look good. Those actually look really good beside each other. They kind of have a similar palette. I mean, they probably came from the same book, so hence the palette, but I don't know why that just kind of looks good with the sunsets. Anyway. So that's another sunset. And that's a lady with a big hat, I think. But they're both pencil. Pencil and water-based markers. Pencil, acrylic markers. Pencil and water-based markers. Or no. I'm having a hard time telling. That might be acrylic. I can't tell. I have no idea. All right. Pencil and acrylic marker. And then gold paint. Put a lot of effort into that one. I think you can find that one on my Instagram. This one is acrylic marker for sure. This one is acrylic marker, pencil, and Jelly Roll glaze. And this one is, what is that? Oh, I think it's pencil. Yeah, it's pencil. Kind of pencil though. Weird. Anyway, pencil, alcohol marker. You can always tell those alcohol markers. There's no streaks whatsoever, ever, unless you're really doing a large space and let it dry too much. Pencil. This was Papermate Flares. Just the regular writing journal ones, Papermate Flares, but the background, this blue, that's oil pastel. I just kind of wanted to see what would happen, you know? I'm surprised it didn't smudge more. Like, it's actually holding up surprisingly well. So, this is pencil, but the background is acrylic paint with a sparkle overlay. You can kind of see it. Yeah, there you go. This is acrylic marker, pencil and acrylic marker and silver paint. Yeah, acrylic marker, pencil, silver. Oh, and this is the border, this goldish border is a Jelly Roll Gold Shadow. And then pencil. This was Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils. Actually, when I first got them, I wanted to try them out and see how they worked. Obviously, it's a bit messy, didn't turn out as well as I would have liked, but at least I got the idea for how they work, and it was a good tester. And this one is acrylic marker. Alcohol marker. Alcohol marker again. Pencil. Alcohol marker for that orange stuff. This border here, these bricks, that's Sharpie Metallics in copper and gold. And then that border, I'm not sure, might be just pencil, pressed really hard. This is is it? Nope, that's alcohol marker. Alcohol marker and Jelly Roll glaze for all the black. Pencil, Crayola pencils to be specific. I know because I did this one at work. This is water-based marker. This one I did at work as well. This one is pencil, except for the black border, which is an Amazon Basics permanent marker. This is alcohol marker, Any specials? No, no specials, just alcohol marker. Alcohol marker again. Mostly alcohol marker. The sun and the moon, that's Sparkle Pop. And then Jelly Roll Glaze for all of the symbols, except this one's smudged, as you can see. Not super great, but otherwise it turned out really well. I actually really liked that one, if I hadn't smudged it. This one is acrylic marker with a little bit of clear sparkle or stardust there. And I gessoed it for some reason. Again, probably just experimenting with gesso or satin glaze, not sure. These are both acrylic marker. You can see I did them on different days. This one, my normal self, this one I wasn't feeling too well, so you can see it didn't turn out great. Sloppy on the lines and stuff. I guess I was just probably frustrated that day, not feeling well. Pencil. Pressed really hard on that one to get pencil done. And this is pencil as well, even the border. Pencil. Acrylic marker. Or no, alcohol marker. This one I did the dot method on, so all these little squares, instead of coloring them in, I just put a little circle in each one with a water-based marker, and that turned out okay too. Again, a different effect. Alcohol marker. Alcohol marker. This one I did around Christmas, obviously, this year, and put a fair amount of effort into it. I did alcohol marker. There's Jelly Roll Glaze on the black. There's Sparkle Pop. This glittery border here is Ohuhu glitter markers. And then I put Dragonfly Glaze over top of the whole inner thing here. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it's really hard to see, but it's there. So that one was nice. Alcohol marker, which I did a different thing. I tried to do like a border on each of them with the alcohol marker. Kind of turned out okay. Looks different. And then the gold is an actual gold paint. And this one is alcohol marker, just the Ohuhu glitter marker for the border. Pencil, silver Sharpie, copper Sharpie, and acrylic marker. And this is all alcohol marker. And that is it. That is all 79. So if you want to keep seeing this content, if you want to keep seeing me do more of these color by numbers, if you want to know more about the color by numbers in my process, you know, let me know. Give me a like, give me a comment, give me a subscribe. And hopefully from now on, I will be keeping up on this a little bit better, and I hope to see you in the future. So have a great day coloring. Bye now.